Don't you like watching startups raise money? Sign up for daily newsletter. Send exclusive letter premium subscribers. Web breakdown he began message topics off Asia Stack and startup community. Get the newsletter in your inbox every day with a premium subscription. Hello. A few years ago, I interviewed Kelvin Teo, the co-founder of Funding Societies, on the Startup Snapshot podcast about the challenges the startup faced in its early layers. Alathash happens since that thought conversation. The peer-to-peer lending platform weathered the pandemic, raised capital a number of times, and then launched its services in markets. Then this week, the firm raised $144 million in a Series C+ round. It's great to see founders take their startups to greater heights. In fact, it's one of my favorite things about this job. Image credit. Timmy Loan. You can find a lot of important investment deals that happened in the last few days in our weekly funding news wrap-up. Let's dive into the biggest deals and mass that recently took place. The biggest deals be country India Uniphore, the India-based conversational automation firm bagged $400 million in series money from our capital and enterprise associates. Singapore Funding Societies. The Singapore-headquartered fintech startup secured $144 million in a Series C+ round from Ascend Vietnam Ventures, BRI Ventures, EDBI, Indies Capital Partners, K3 Ventures, Rapid, Sequoia Capital, SoftBank Vision Fund, and the NG Corporation. South Korea Semi 5. The South Korea-based semiconductor firm raised $104 million in series funding from Angels, Korea Investment Partners, LB Investment, Myri Asset Venture Investment, Pavilion Capital, and SoftBank Ventures Asia. China Smart Logic Tech. The Chinese microprocessor tech licensing and chip service provider got $100 million in series money from CSCC Capital, Chipone Technology, Grand Flight, and TFTR Investment. Indonesia Akulaku. The Indonesian fintech startup scored $100 million in Series E funding from Siam Commercial Bank. Here's the complete list of this week's funding chart. 129 deals worth over $2 billion. MA South Korea 5 Minlab, a South Korean game developer, Waze acquired the local gaming firm Krafton for $19.04 million. India Momearth, an Indian direct-to-consumer startup, acquired local hair color brand B Bluntini $17.8 million deal. Israel Neantex, US headquartered process intelligence and automation company, acquired Israeli AI automation firm Crine for an undisclosed amount. Singapore Boltech, a Singapore-based insurtech firm, bought local insurance firm Ava Insurance for an undisclosed sum. Pakistan Gozian, a Bangladesh-based online e-travel aggregator, acquired Pakistan travel tech firm Find My Adventure for an undisclosed amount of money. Israel Fireblocks, an Israeli cryptocurrency security company, acquired local stablecoin and digital asset payments tech platform First Digital for an undisclosed sum. Philippines Vietnam-based tech firm Society Pass acquired Philippine-headquartered online grocery delivery firm Pushcart for an undisclosed amount. Startups Tatara raising funds fundraising is shard. To make things slightly easier, we've compiled this list of fundraising startups for your subscribers. Do you're in a startup that's raising at the moment no Semionuhados, senior company up for listing here. Singapore Helix Step Technologies is a Singapore headquartered startup that organizes fragmented data to provide unbiased, fair, and transparent pricing information to customers in the rubber industry. Indonesia Ultra Salon Professional Supplies in Indonesia, based B2B commerce firm that sells professional salon supplies. Malaysia Pegasus Work is a Malaysia-based construction digitalization app that provides users access to end-to-end construction services. You can find the full list of fundraising startups in Asia over here. Killer Pitch Deck. Keycap won this Vietnamese trading app stack wanted $1.2 million Anfin, a Vietnam-based fintech startup, enables users to buy and sell stocks listed on the largest stock exchanges in the country. The star 2% this pitch deck to raise $1.2 million in its third round of seed fund in earlier this year, that is straightforward and editorial. With a good balance of scripts and visuals. If light sampling solution and platform execution as well as its go-to-market strategies. Keycap 2 this Vietnamese mobility app, Spitch Deckle penetrates $1.5 million in seed funding Fenikamas, founded by award-winning programmer Yitan Liu. Is the developer of Vietnamese public transit app Bus Map. The firm used this pitch deck to raise seed funding from Phonica Group last year. The deck is presented well and provide us comprehensive information about Fenikamas business. It also lays out the company's milestone estimate. Keycap 3 an AM app startup Spitch Deckle petted score $6.2 million from Microsoft's venture fund Next Billion, a Singapore-based startup, provides AM mapping solutions to enterprises that allow them to expand emerging undeveloped markets. Last year, the company used this pitch deck to secure a series extension round from M12. The deck is well designed and introduces Next Billion's mapping platform and its additional capabilities. It also provides a case study as the trivial the traction that the startup has gained. Exclusive listicles lists of most active investors in the region China, India, Indonesia, Japan, Singapore, Southeast Asia. List of top funded startups in Asia China, India, Indonesia, Israel, Japan, Hong Kong, Singapore, South Korea, Vietnam. Thoughtful reads 1 Shuldio High Reach FESC officer. Companies like Seed.H. Robinson, Royal Caribbean, and Verizon are looking to appoint chief FESC officers, as the pressure to address environmental, social, and governance issues grows. But do a severe company need such a role? Viz articly in Harvard Business Review list streak question company leaders should ask themselves when considering it. He kept to Europe has vis need more female partners while European beaks are making strides in gender parity among junior and middle positions. Female representation has dropped sharply in seniorities, according to one report. In fact, across the top 22 funds in the region last year, only 12 women were made partners, compared with 9 amala partner appointments. Redful findings soft sifted analysis in the top of Synthise article. He kept 3 Wudayu Charga founders to critique at their pitch decks. Earlier this month, Mexican-American investor Lolita Taub mentioned on a Twitter space that she was taking payments in exchange for critiquing founders' pitch decks, drawing heavy backlash from the startup community. Read the full account of Steven Sandits of Termathinthi's article in the Business of Business. He kept 4 tech firms surregeting dish per time through the great resignation of Ursan Selak downstairs networking from a abnormality into an expectation. Employees have been resigning messy in favor of fewer and more flexible companies. This has led to inspiration among tech firms shunting for talent, with some even offering money to potential hirees just for an interview. Read the full story in Wired. He kept 5 area you rushing. Union Square Ventures Fred Wilson is safe enough taking things at a steady pace, not a fast, not a slow, butte over the last 2 years. He observed these industry operators at an exhausting pace. Read his thoughts and themator in this blog post.